Hey everybody, Mandy here, and let me start off the video with a question. Who is your most hated Danganronpa character? Some of you may say Kokichi, others may say Hiyoko Saionji, but for me, it's everybody that isn't Ross Geller. So as the title says, we are going to go over some of the most hated Danganronpa characters in the entire series. There isn't any bias in this video, and I'll be basing this list off what characters are most hated within the fandom. So you can't really blame me for any of the characters that appear on this list, as it's mostly based on my experiences within the fandom, so yeah. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more Danganronpa content, as we're uploading a lot on this channel, and let me know in the comments which character you hate the most in the Danganronpa series. I can already predict most of the answers in the comments, however it will be interesting to see what everybody chooses. Oh, and I'll also be talking about characters from the main 3 games and not the spin-off or the anime, as otherwise this video would be way longer than it should be. But I'll quickly mention a couple. So for Ultra Despair Girls, the most hated are the Warriors of Hope, Hajitoa and Kurakuma, and for the anime, the most hated by far is Ruruka. If you've seen Ultra Despair Girls or the anime, it's pretty obvious as to why these are the most hated, so I won't go into detail. And with the intro out the way, let's get into the video. So first, let's start off with the first game, Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I feel like this game is the hardest to decide as the most hated characters, as in my opinion they're kind of all over the place within the fandom, but I would definitely say that the most hated characters are Hifumi Yamada, Yasuhiro Hagakure, and Junko Enoshima. So Hifumi is pretty obvious as to why they are one of the most hated characters, as they make some really creepy statements throughout the game, and plus their attitude towards Alter Ego didn't help at all, since, you know, it's a killing game. I've seen some people say that they are funny, but when you're comparing to how many people say that they like them, compared to how many people hate them, it's very little. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this bowling ball.
Nice throw!
Next is Yasuhiro Hagakure, who is quite hated despite being a survivor of the first game. It's more so the fact that he can get really annoying fast, and there are so many moments that, you know, they can be funny, but when you've got shit like him saying that Kyoko is a ghost for the first part of Trial 5, it just kind of gets annoying, and sometimes it gets on the player's nerves very fast.
Exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko! There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No! That's a ghost!
I'm done. Sorry guys, I can't.
And lastly, for the first game, is Junko Enoshima. Now don't get me wrong, this character is popular as fuck. However, with popularity comes hate, and as the main villain in the series, she's definitely one of the most hated within the fandom. I don't really think it's that surprising, as her personality and actions within the game and the anime are very fucked up. Like, she even stole a whole whopper off Monotaro once. From what I've seen, Junko is very popular when it comes to cosplaying and TikTok, which I'm not even sure how I'm supposed to comment on that. I mean, she's cute and she's got one of the most popular Danganronpa memes attached to her. I don't know what else you want me to say. Moving on to the second game, Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, the most hated characters would be Teruteru Hanamura, Hiyoko Saionji. Yeah, that's it. I would like to put Kazuichi Soda as an honorable mention, as he is hated, but I just don't think he's as hated as Hiyoko or Teruteru are, but he's definitely somewhat got a lot of hate within the community. Teruteru Hanamura is basically the exact same situation as Hifumi from the first game, but even more perverted and goes to very extreme length, like, for example, drugging Hajime at the end of his free time events. That's not a joke, by the way. I don't really understand how people can like Teruteru after pulling shit like that, and the fact that he died very early with a backstory that basically never got improved on. Plus, nothing against the appearance, but like, I've seen so many comments put out there that if Teruteru's design was the one in his beta, there would have been a lot more people who would have liked him. And you know, I can't really deny that possibility, as most people in the Danganronpa fandom put character design over character personality. Next is Hiyoko Saionji. This kimono-wearing gremlin is up there with one of the most hated characters in the series. They have a lot of fans, don't get me wrong, I've seen many of them around in the fandom. However, just like Junko Enoshima, even if they have a lot of dedicated fans, they most certainly have a lot of hate. It obviously comes from the fact that she basically insults everybody and is just genuinely mean to people on purpose. There's reasons when it comes to her free time events that show as to why she does this all the time and why she trusted Mahiru a lot. However, I'll be honest, most people who play the games don't bother looking at character free time events, even after beating the game. So you can see as to why Hiyoko is very hated within the community. I think she's okay, I don't really have much an opinion on her. And lastly we have the third game, Danganronpa v3 Killing Harmony. The most hated characters would be Kokichi Oma, Anji Yunaga, Sumugi Shirogane, and Tenko Chabashira.
Hey, yo, what the?
So I'll start out with the most controversial pick here, which is Kokichi Oma. However, just like other characters on this list, Kokichi's a very popular character and is very loved by certain fans out there in the community. And because of that, they are very hated at the same time. The thing with Kokichi is that they are a very important character to the story, and I can definitely see as to why people like him. He's just a shithead who's trying to have some fun, and you know, that's okay. But I don't want to be stuck in the Ice Age with his Kini army.
Oh, brother!
Anji Yunaga and Tenko Chabashira suffer the same fate of dying within Chapter 3 as the double victim of the case. The problem with Anji is that she is seen too much as a villain, with, you know, the whole student council thing. I've seen many Anji fans talk about how she tried to help during these situations the best that she could, and that she wasn't trying to seem controlling at all, but just things went off the wrong hand. The thing is that we see the game within this perspective of Soichi, whom two people close to him during the training trio is Kaito and Maki, also are against Anji. And because of this, it gives the player a very good reason to hate her. So yeah, she was kind of made to be hated during this chapter, and it worked since, you know, people hate Anji. However, with Tenko, her development got cut short, as the game files show she was going to survive longer. And people get annoyed by the whole degenerate males thing. Tenko is very misunderstood, and one day I'll make that super long Tenko video to explain everything, but you know, with having a schedule, that's just really hard to do. Either way, Tenko is very misunderstood. And for our last character, we have Sumugi Shirogane. I mean, there isn't really much to say here except that she's the mastermind, where she was lying about her whole personality, so I'm not surprised she's quite hated within the community. It doesn't help that she doesn't really do much all game either. I mean, she's really important to the chapters, and it's quite a shame, honestly. I would have loved to seen her have some more importance in some of the chapters. So yeah, that's really all I can say about Sumugi. And that was Danganronpa's most hated characters. As I said, I didn't include characters from the anime or Ultra Despair Girls, as I didn't want this video to be like too long or anything. Let me know in the comments which characters from Danganronpa series that you hate, and make sure to subscribe for more Danganronpa content, as there's still got a lot of more video ideas to come and I'm very excited to share with y'all. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!